Okay, folks, I'm delighted to welcome on stage Reda from Privat Money. So we've just been talking yacht management. There was a lot of mention of apps and innovation and technology and things. You're from Privat Money. Give us a sort of an indication of your background, where you come from, and what's led you to Privat Money and what it's all about.
Great. Thank you for having me, first of all. So we are a non-bank financial institution, Privat Money. We're an e-money institution, quite a few in the room today. We dedicated to build a vertical for the yachting industry specifically, just because we were aware of the pain of opening account, managing money in the industry. On the previous panel, you had the last question answer is the pain of opening accounts and the speed of responding to that. So we come from, as a financial institution, from a background of serving high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals. The vertical of the marine industry came as an add-on to the needs of our existing clientele.
So what was the moment that you realized that there needed to be or there could be a new innovation in this space? What led you to that point?
I think it has not been done before. So we identified a gap, made a survey of what was available in the industry, and decided that we had the competence, the technology, the capacity from a technology point of view, but also the mindset to fill up this gap in an efficient, sustainable, and compliant way.
So describe some of the challenges that you faced in setting up in the first place?
I focus on the results and the journey. We are a regulated entity, so we are FCA regulated here in the UK. Achieving the license was part of the journey. I didn't see it as a challenge. I saw it more as an opportunity and a reward. It's something that we are extremely respectful about. So we're not here to be shining stars and disappear. So it's based on sustainability, it's based on systems, on risk management, and really competence and mindset. So the challenge was to find the knowledge, the talent, to build something that is fit for purpose to this industry, which is very demanding, that is facing clients that are themselves extremely demanding. So you have one opportunity to do the right thing. And before we launched, we wanted to make sure that things were working properly. We only launched 6 months ago, the vertical, the marine vertical. We had very interesting and strong adoption from major players in the industry. And the product has evolved in those past 6 months because we are very thirsty for this feedback that allows us to build, develop solutions that are tailor-made for the industry. And I think that we've built a product that is extremely strong. And one of the differentiators compared to the way the industry has been served so far was that we were not providing an online banking that is generic for every customer. This is a layer on top of a core banking platform that is dedicated to the private aviation industry and yachting industry.
Give us a sense then of how it works, how it might be used. How would a yacht management company, a family office, an owner, how might they use?
So have you very well described, the platform is modular. It's an app that fits on an iPad. So depending on the operations and the way the yacht is operated, there is many ways of doing it. So our role is to adapt and to empower, whether it's the UBOs themselves, if they want to be involved. The previous panel referred about micromanagers and some UBOs that are control freaks, and I understand it's an important asset, it's emotional, and it has also a lot of value from a financial perspective. So the UBO can have the iPad and view-only access or all the permissions possible. The captain on board has the iPad, is able to make requests for payments. There's certain threshold that can be respected. He's able to upload invoices, receipt from expenses. The family office can have the iPad if they manage themselves the asset, and they have an approving rule. They have approving role and so on. But ultimately, we're targeting the yacht management companies, and that's who is currently using them, except a few family offices. We gave them a multi-layer of permissions, a multi-matrix of permission that allows them to use the app in a way that is compliant with their own processes. So we built this around the yacht management company. We didn't put them in a box. We're empowering them to work according to their own processes. So it's extremely modular on that end.
So they can see every financial transaction that's going on. They keep hold of all expenses, all budgets, everything is all done just from the app.
Exactly. So from the app, they're able to monitor, but also initiate, derive, download budgets, put historical data on the platform to be able to have an horizon scanning of where the expenses are going. They're able to issue multiple type of accounts depending on if it's an account for operations, for crew management, for charter, for APA. We build it in quite a comprehensive way to give that flexibility to yacht management companies to operate.
How do you talk us through how you ensure security and how you've worked through the compliance?
I'll start with compliance, first of all. So as a regulated entity, we have obligations from a KYC and AML perspective. The yacht management company have the same obligations. So we are empowering them and being also their first line of defense for some issues. We've built a depository of KYC on the platform, so we do not exchange hundreds of emails every time there's a new yacht that has been onboarded. It's all digitized, it's on the platform, and it's extremely secure, of course, but it's a one-time onboarding for each SPV that owns the yacht. In the background, our transaction monitoring systems are permanently scanning, well, apparently, I'm exaggerating a little bit, the salesman in me, but we do twice a day. It's fully automated sanctions check, PEP checks, and adverse media checks. So the way we work with our yacht management partner is that we are an extension of the compliance department, but we also line of defense for them. So we are able to give them awareness immediately if circumstances changes on one of their clients. The fact also that layer allows them to issue different accounts for each SPV and different currencies also for each yacht. In the event that an owner is sanctioned, it's not your whole load of accounts and operation that is impaired. It's actually extremely targeted, and we can react in a very strategic and granular way.
The security aspect of it, I mean, how safe are we looking here?
I'm not a tech guy, but we've built layers from a tech perspective, encryption. So it's a core banking grade in terms of technology. We speak about fraud and invoicing fraud in the industry quite a lot. Yesterday it was mentioned a few times that the yacht management company can be a target of this. In the case, what we have built is that you have different roles depending on the size of the operations. So you have an inputter, an approver, sometimes a secondary approver according to the amount. All of this is fed into our core banking platform where we have our own transaction monitoring, and we can detect if an IBAN has been altered. So the technology is empowering, the technology is allowing for streamlining of those operations, but behind the scene we are also a dedicated team of payment specialists, compliance, fraud, people that are, you know, in an office in Mayfair, where we sit and we can assist and we have these relationships. So it's not just tech-driven, it's also powered by human behind the tech.
Okay. You say you've been going 6 months or so. What kind of feedback have you had so far?
Very positive so far. We've blessed that the early adopters are happy and satisfied, even though they can be very demanding, and we take positive criticism very well. But the platform has improved. We built features that were requested by certain of the players. We were put to a challenge quite a few times of saying, well, this has not been done, can you do it? And our tech team has done it. So it really served a purpose. So far, so good. We're just at the beginning, though.
Yeah. Even though you're at the beginning, you must be thinking ahead. What other innovations can you see, or have you got in the pipeline coming?
Well, we became, we first respond to the needs of the existing client and the new clients or the first discussions. But for us, what we see in the industry is that we have to be agile, we have to be reactive, and for this independence is essential. Independence on the payment rails, on the banking rails, resilience on those banking rails, because risk appetite from one bank to another can change drastically for many factors, many reasons. So we are resilient. We have built this ability to switch a banking partner if they believe that somehow either this yacht or this industry becomes too risky for them. The same perspective, we are affiliate members of one card scheme, but we became principal member of one of the major card schemes, so we do not depend on intermediaries to issue those cards for us. So we have this ability to deploy cards for yacht management companies, for owners, for crews, in a very efficient manner, but also under our own risk appetite, without having a third party being involved and deciding, well, this is acceptable, it's not acceptable. So that's where we are.
Sounds great. Does anyone in the room have any questions for Reda on Slido, or any questions in the room? I feel like an auctioneer here. Here we go. How you secure the data you load on your platform against potential hackers?
In the exact same fashion that we do on our core banking platform, there's different level of encryption. Again, financial technology is the type of company that we run, but I'm a lawyer by training, who is now in the banking field. So I would not be able to give you details on the level of encryption or the different types of certificate that we have, but we are, again, core banking grade from that perspective.
Okay, any other questions from the floor? Quick Slido. No, nothing there.
They all want to have lunch.
I think they probably do. Well, how on? Here we go. Quick. How do you differ from existing providers?
I see the question being a bit longer than that, but it's not about the other providers. What we do is slightly different in the sense that we own our full ecosystem. So we're not just a software provider. We actually capture the whole journey for our clients. So we have the financial license, we have the software that we have built, and on top of that, we are principal member of the card scheme that powers those transactions. So this is a differentiator. That level of integration, that level of full spectrum within the ecosystem is probably one of the biggest differentiators that we have.
Okay. Do you want to answer the last one there? Can you give us a number?
Well, in terms of subscribers, I would answer not about the size of the yachts that we have currently, but we have 42 super yachts on the platform, ranging from I think the smallest might be 24 meters and the biggest being 95 meters.
Perfect. Okay. If we are all done, we will say thank you very much to Reda. I'm sure you're around for more questions for the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.